care, Arkansas, by UAMS Health, the official orthopedics and sports medicine provider for the Razorbacks. Visit Hot Springs. Time for a road trip to Hot Springs, Arkansas. Learn more at hotsprings.org. By Shelter Insurance. For award-winning service, find an agent near you at shelterinsurance.com. West Rock Coffee. Produced right here in Arkansas, West Rock is proud to be the official coffee sponsor of the Razorbacks. By Oaklawn Hot Springs, Arkansas's only casino resort. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Please drink responsibly. By Summit Utilities, delivering natural gas to Razorback fans all across Arkansas. Arkansas Heart Hospital, dedicated to your heart. Ballpark, proud to be the official hot dog of the Razorbacks. By Zips Car Wash, proud sponsor of the Arkansas Razorbacks. Harps, quality foods, hometown fresh. It's that simple at Harps. The Arkansas Department of Health. Quit tobacco. We can help. By SeatGeek, the official ticket marketplace of Razorback Athletics. Edward Jones. Find a financial advisor near you at edwardjones.com. By Roller Funeral Homes. For 3 generations, the Razorback Nation has trusted the Roller family to serve yours with all our respect. Kubota. For Earth, for Life. Highland Dairy. Locally made, naturally delicious. By your local Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places. The University of Arkansas Online, offering flexible degree programs. Apply now at online.uark.edu. By Qual Choice Health Insurance, the quality choice for health insurance. Keep it simple with Qual Choice. The Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, reliable, affordable, responsible power. By Baptist Health, Arkansas's largest and most comprehensive health system. Greenway Equipment, for equipment that works as hard as you do. Regions Bank. Regions, the official bank of the SEC. And by Modelo Especial, brewed for full-time Razorback fans. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation of the Razorback Sports Network.
Arkansas is headed to the Sweet 16.
Welcome back to Hog Reaction, presented by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville.
Everybody that stepped on the floor produced, and that's what we need.
We're live in Providence with the Hogs at the NCAA Tournament. Our exclusive on-site coverage at Amica Mutual Pavilion is presented by the Crane Automotive Team. This is Hog Reaction.
How about them pigs, baby? How about them pigs? Arkansas takes it against St. John's in a wild game in Providence, Rhode Island. As we welcome in, we are live here at the Amica Mutual Pavilion. Ty Richardson, Matt Jones, and Colton Little as well. Guys, am I on right now? Okay, I just want to make sure. Matt, how we doing, man? How about that win?
There we go. Woo pig suey.
Colton, what about them Hogs, man?
Hey, baby, it is sweet to be a Razorback fan today.
Hey, if you want to jump in here, do so here, 877-377-6963. We're going to be going for the next hour and a half or so. Plenty of time to react to Arkansas getting it done against St. John's. Next game will be in San Francisco, California. Don't know the opponent just yet, but guys, Arkansas was there 3 years ago. Got another opportunity to head out there as well. Just an ugly game. Cal was kind of joking after it. We're going to play some cuts. You heard a few things there like Chuck's call, but Cal was joking about it after the game. One of the prettiest games that Arkansas played all season, but still found a way to win, 75-66.
Gritty. What a gritty performance by this team. Tough. Needed every one of those soldiers out there, Ty, every one of them.
Yeah, and there's so many guys that you can compliment after this game, and we're going to unpack each of them. We had a chance to catch up with Carter Knox, John L. Davis, and also Billy Richmond. And you think about, Matt, that shot Billy hit 2 or 3 minutes to go, gets the ball from Jonas, kind of hits that corner.
Short corner.
Kind of very Devo-esque shot. This kid he had stick backs, he had chase down blocks. He had big-time rebounds. When Arkansas went small, him and Carter were having to play the 4. Just so many different things that he was able to accomplish on that floor today, Matt Jones.
It was just good to see, and Ty Richardson, it was good to see the 2 freshmen bounce back, because if you think about it, you go back and you give grades. I like to give everybody a grade after the game, a little point value. Our 2 freshmen, they played like freshmen that first game. Those 2 guys, that's the reason we won this game. I mean, Billy Richmond and Carter Knox. I mean, Ty, a group effort, don't get me wrong, but those two freshmen, they didn't play like freshmen today. You have to just tip your hat to those two kids.
Yeah, they played out of their mind today. And I just like whether it was the fast break stuff or just seeing these guys, you're just so impressed what Carter Knox, Billy Richmond, and also at times Boogie Flynn was able to do and accomplish. Colton, looks like we have a full call screen, so let's just go and take some calls. Go and pot one of them up. Don't really care who it is.
We got Cecil right here on line 3. Give me 1 second.
All right, Cecil, you were on Hog Reaction. Go ahead, my man.
Another hog delight, baby. Another hog delight. Hey,
Cecil, you got your radio? What's in the background? Can barely hear you.
Nothing. I don't even have a radio on.
Okay, well, something.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, that's my seatbelt I'm driving.
Okay.
Hold on, let me get it. Man, listen, I wasn't even worried about us not winning the game. Arkansas, our athletes, you can look, we were way better our athletes were better than them. You could tell that we was upper class. They had us 10 seed, they had them 2 seed. We had to beat the referees because they was full of it today. They was blowing that whistle every time somebody, and then there was some walking calls they didn't call, and then there was calls that they didn't call for us. We just beat the referees. We beat everybody. You know, they put them right there at home. They really wanted them to win, but we went in there and took care of business. And I told you, Ty, that we going to San Francisco. Now I got to get my backpack and I got to get ready to hitchhike out there because I'm going.
Yeah, you got two of the farthest. Yeah, you got two of the. Cecil, appreciate the call. You got two of the farthest places that you can go if you're an Arkansas Razorback fan, traveling wise. It's pretty crazy. If we're gonna make it. Colton, who we got on line 1?
This is JB and Roger.
Hey, JB, go ahead, man. You're on Hog Reaction here on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline.
Yeah, I've listened all morning to all the national guys telling me how they were going to blow us out all day long. And what happened?
Hogs won, didn't they, JB?
We come to play. Hello?
Yeah, they won.
Hello? Oh yeah, man. We're it. We're going on.
How many drinks have you
That's
had today, JB?
1 or 2.
Just 1 or 2. All right. Well, enjoy the rest of your night, man. That sure was a good win.
Yeah, it was. Definitely. That and South Carolina.
All right. Thanks for the call. Colton, who's the next guy we got up?
Haven't got to them yet, so they're coming in hot.
Who's this? You're on Hog Reaction. Go ahead.
Danny in Russellville.
Hey, Danny. Oh, a long time, man. Where you been?
What's up, Ty?
What's going on?
It's not very often you give up 28 offensive rebounds and win the game, but I see how they get the rebounds. They foul on every play and just hope the referees don't call it. I thought we got beat up a little bit inside. You know, a lot of fouls not called, but you know what? We won the game, and that's all that matters. This team is getting better, and I still think we got a little bit more to go. You know, I think we can get a little better, and who knows? You know, we win the next game, we're in the Elite Eight, so it could be a perfect ending. And shout out to the baseball team; they just keep hitting, and it's fun to watch. You know, but anyway, Ty, I'm gonna get off of here and congratulations, Hogs, and we'll get them next week. Have a good day.
That's the spirit, Danny. Lanes in Cave City reacting to get Arkansas's 75-66 win over the St. Johnny Red Storm. Lane, you're here. If I could talk, you're here on Hog Reaction. Matt Jones, Cold Little, and Ty Richardson live in Providence. What's going on, man?
Hey, not much, guys. Hope y'all's doing okay. Woo pig. And I just want to say, out of how great everybody played, was it not amazing how our two big men, I know Avicic fouled out, but I think the best deal out of the whole game was to do 4 fouls for pretty much half the game and didn't foul out. And I know a lot of that had to do with how Cal played him. The announcers were saying how they didn't agree, with Cal putting him in as early as they did, but hey, that was very impressive to me how we played with us being in such foul trouble.
Yeah, and he, like you said, had those 4 fouls early. Big Z ends up fouling out. Looked like an offensive foul on the one Big Z. He got popped in the lip on that play. But Cal very complimentary of Big Z and not just him, but also Trevin Brazil as well. I think that's encouraging, like you're saying, Lane, that they were able to, again, against one of the more physical teams in college basketball that ended up with 28 offensive rebounds today, I think, is what Cal said in the postgame. Still managed to get it done despite that.
Now, do y'all think this is going to be something that Texas Tech or Drake, whoever comes out of it, I believe it'll be Texas Tech. Do you think that's something that they're going to try to use against us? And I'll hang up and listen to y'all. Yep.
Appreciate the call. Do we know it's Drake or Tech, right? I'm going to be honest.
Yes, Drake and Texas Tech.
Okay, so it would be the winner of that game. I have been solely focused on the game at hand, to be honest. I really haven't watched any other college basketball today outside that. Couldn't tell you a single score outside of what happened here in Providence, Rhode Island. But either team would be a tough matchup for Arkansas. Just because you're at the point, it's the Sweet 16. You're not playing a scrub team like you would be early on in November. So it's definitely a different situation for these Arkansas Razorbacks. We're going to take a break here on Hog Reaction, brought to you by the Stadium Shop on Razorback and the Crane Automotive Team. If you want to jump in here, do so at 877-377-6963. Arkansas heading out west to San Francisco. What a win for John Calipari and the Arkansas Razorbacks. More to come after this.
You're listening to Hog Reaction, presented by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville. We're live in Providence with the Hogs at the NCAA Tournament. Our exclusive on-site coverage at Amica Mutual Pavilion is presented by the Crane Automotive Team.
Looking for a new home in the heart of Northwest Arkansas? Head to the Cottage at the Park. These beautiful homes by Buffington have direct access to a 120-acre park and offer maintenance-free yards. That means free time can be spent watching the Hogs, traveling, playing in the park, or just enjoying a weekend without yard work. For relaxed living at its finest, Cottage at the Park is the best move you'll make. Visit BuffingtonHomesAR.com/hogradio for details.
Your home is your biggest asset. So when you decide to add a sunroom, a patio cover, a new driveway, or new windows, you need to call a company you can trust. Sawyers has been part of your community for over 30 years. They're insured, licensed, and have 100% financing for all of their products. Take all the worry out of your next project. Call Sawyers and let them handle it from permitting to completion. Sawyers, serving the River Valley and Northwest Arkansas with a full showroom located in Fort Smith or online at sawyers-sunrooms.com.
Why do people love Shamrock Liquor Warehouse? Simple. They've got it all. 70 years in business, 15,000 square feet of choices. They buy in volume so you can save. What else? How about the largest selection of everything? Shamrock's got it. Special orders? Shamrock's got it. Convenient drive-through, open 6 days a week? Shamrock's got it. Need a keg for your party? Shamrock's got it. Load up at Shamrock Liquor Warehouse at the corner of Midland and Riverfront Drive in Fort Smith.
Hello, this is Sebastian County Assessor Zach Johnson here to remind you to assess your personal property by May 31st to avoid late penalty. You can do this in person at one of our 3 locations, over the phone, or online by going to www.countyservice.net. I would also like to remind any current homeowners or any individuals buying their homes on contract to contact our office and check your eligibility for the homestead tax credit. Contact us today and see if you qualify. The homestead tax credit can save you up to $500 off your tax bill.
This ad sponsored by the Sebastian County Assessor and paid for by Amendment 79.
The Solid Rock has been locally owned for over 46 years. When was the last time you were there? So much more than a bookstore. They have Christian t-shirts, church supplies, Bible studies, devotionals, home decor, gifts, and of course, a large selection of Bibles. And Bibles are engraved free of charge while you wait. Now, you can get custom laser engraving on select gift items and some Bibles. Located next to Sam's Club on South 74th, The Solid Rock is your source for faith-based books, music, clothing, and more. The Solid Rock, 452-4844.
Happy New Year from Sharp Equipment. Come on over to the new Sharp Equipment today and explore what all Sharp has to offer. From our latest offers and deals as a Wacker Newson dealer to customized hydraulic and industrial hoses, equipment repairs, and as a Cinnabogan authorized service provider, we're able to offer even more. Stop in to check out the new location at 5608 Wheeler Avenue in Fort Smith, or give us a call at 479-649-0500 to see how at Sharp Equipment we help you move more than just the world. We help you move forward. Sharp Equipment, your Wacker Newson dealer.
Spring has arrived, bringing warmer days, road trips, and unpredictable spring showers. That's why it's the perfect time to visit Southern Tire Mart. From top quality tires to expert service at competitive prices, we'll make sure your vehicle is ready for all your spring adventures. Visit our Fort Smith location at 9700 Highway 271 and let us prepare your ride for whatever the season brings. Southern Tire Mart is a proud dealer of Yokohama tires. Southern Tire Mart, we keep America rolling. Superior Siding and Windows have been improving homes in Fort Smith and the River Valley for over 44 years. Whether your need is siding, vinyl windows, doors, or gutters, Superior Siding is the one to call if you want it done right the first time. Call 479-646-7888 for a free estimate. 100% financing is available, and Superior Siding has AAA rating with Better Business Bureau. Superior Siding, your first call, 479-646-7888.
Hey, it's Ty Richardson, my buddy Simon Wheeler with Wheeler Power Sports. Stop by the studio.
If you have a name brand motorcycle, ATV, or side-by-side you would consider selling or trading, call or text or use bike buyers at 479-783-5822 or visit us online at wheelerpowersports.com. Buy, sell, or trade Wheeler is the one for 2025. Try to be Fort Smith's authorized dealer for Kawasaki, Suzuki, Polaris, and Slingshot.
Simon Wheeler at Wheeler Power Sports in downtown Fort Smith, keeping the good times rolling since 1967.
Sometimes I'm in a hurry. Stay in the slow lane, buddy. That's when I use the Sodies app to order my favorites and pick up in their drive-thru. They even offer a 10% discount on your first app order. Experience different at Sodies Wine and Spirits off I-540 on Phoenix Avenue.
Every day is worth celebrating at Uncorked. Cocktails, wine, craft beer, bourbons, and unbelievably great food. Uncorked on Phoenix Avenue next to Sodies.
You're listening to Hog Reaction, presented by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville.
This one's over. Arkansas is headed to the Sweet 16. For the fourth time in 5 years, it'll be Arkansas among the final 16 teams in the Big Dance.
Tune in to Hog Reaction after every Razorback basketball game right here on ESPN Arkansas.
The Razorbacks can smell the Sweet 16.
We're live in Providence with the Hogs at the NCAA tournament. Our exclusive on-site coverage at Amica Mutual Pavilion is presented by the Crane Automotive Team. This is Hog Reaction.
Now let's go to someone who's here in Providence at the game. Freddie is called in here on Hog Reaction. Freddie, you got Matt Jones, Ty Richardson, and Colton Little. How about them Hogs?
How about them Hogs?
How about them?
I got both Bob and Terry in the car, too. I think the last time I called after a round of 32 win was in 2021, and I said, you know what? I should get a bus out.
Did we lose Freddie? Freddie, you still there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now we can. Yes, I will say this. It is not always the best cell reception here. Can you go ahead, Freddie?
I apologize. I said the last time that I was calling after around 32 seemed to be in 2021 in Indianapolis, where I was like, well, should I just get a mustache tattoo or not? But you know, I think Calipari is a tattoo list for now.
Yeah, you might. I was gonna say you're gonna get a Cal tattoo now.
No, but those St. John's fans were really chirping all throughout the game, and I think there was like less than 10% of us who were cheering on Arkansas, which compared to Thursday, which was a whole bunch of locals came through for Arkansas, was really rough for the team.
Yeah, no, Freddie, you're 100% right, guys. The crowd distribution was probably 90% St. John's and 10% Arkansas. Now, when the Hogs made a run and made plays, and DJ was knifing to get to the bucket, and you had Billy knocking down shots and doing other things, they'd make some noise, but it was clearly a pro St. John's crowd tonight.
Absolutely. Well, I can't wait see hopefully more Hog fans out in San Francisco. Probably the parents are going to go, but Woo Pig, I'll cheer on from Vermont.
All right. Thanks, Freddie. Again, if you want to jump in with us here on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline, do so 877-377-6963. Go ahead, Matt.
It was such a gutsy performance by this team. And you're right. As far as when it comes to athletic ability, you could tell early on, you know, I like to take notes, Ty. I mean, by the 13:58 mark, it was like, we're more athletic than them. Our intensity, our physicality, it's just, can we keep it up? And the truth is, we controlled this game for probably 35 minutes of the 40. You know, St. John's had a little run there in the first half, but for the most part, the Hogs were in control for the entire game.
Yeah. Blake's in Springdale this afternoon. Blake, go ahead. You're on Hog Reaction. Matt Jones, Ty Richardson, Colton Little. What's up, man?
Hey, Ty. How's it going, man? Long-time listener, first-time caller. Pretty fired up today. I don't know about you guys, but I'm fired up over here. What are you guys thinking?
I think a lot of Arkansas fans feel the exact same way you do, Blake. I mean, watching Cal embrace his family after the game, watching him, I got a cool video of him walking into the tunnel, the players as well, the celebration.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't as much celebration following the Kansas win, but man, they let their emotions run wild today, Blake.
Oh, yeah, man. And that's how we were feeling at home, too, right? Like, it's one of those things. That was an ugly game, and St. John's fans probably feel the same way that we did. That could have been one of the best games of the whole tournament. Could have been one of the best games of the whole tournament. They just let both teams play. They didn't. We come in clutch at the end. We made some free throws, had some clutch baskets at the end. They didn't make clutch baskets, but, man, that was an ugly game that we came out and win. Hopefully the next game we got different refs. But, man, we're bringing it right now. That's all I'm going to say right now. Tom, I'm going to hang up and listen. Love you guys.
All right, Blake, appreciate the call. If you want to jump in with us here on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline, do so 877-377-6963. I think a lot of fans feel exactly how Blake feels there. Charlie's on line 3. Charlie, go ahead. You're on Hog Reaction.
Man, hard to get in today. A lot of guys, a lot of people calling. Look, I want to, a lot of people are saying fired up. I want to use a different word. This team is inspirational. And I think when you think about everything they went through, to even be standing here, how many people would even think that they would be in the Sweet 16 right now? I can't, there's no way that anyone can tell me that. I would like this to be a lesson to everyone. When you get hit in the mouth a few times, you're going to get hit in the mouth. That's part of life.
The resolve of this team is unbelievable. There is not a single person on air, caller, host, whatever, that actually believed that this team was going to be in the NCAA tournament squad at 0-5. Not a single one. They might have said that, but in their heart of hearts, they didn't actually believe it. And yet, this team listened and followed their head coach, even through the turbulence, even through the bad times, and now you're heading out west with an opportunity to play in the Elite Eight for the first time under John Calipari in year one. And we also, in addition to that, Charlie, we also do need to recognize, and now this can go one of both ways. Like, I don't think that you can use year one as an excuse anymore because of the transfer portal and NIL, but it's also exceptional that this team has come together in year one of John Calipari. There's a lot of things that need to be said about where this basketball program is right now, and man, it's all positive following that 75-66 win over St. John's.
Yep. Yeah, you're 100% right, Todd. I mean, and think about too, this is the youngest team in the SEC. Period. I know you got Jonas Adu, and I know you got, but it could have went a few other ways, and you got different personalities that you got to deal with. You got Billy Richmond mad because he's not playing. You got Carter Knox, who even admitted in the post game, this is going to be easy, man. Look, these kids have to learn. And for Calipari to keep this staff, to keep this group together and to somehow keep believing, it's really difficult to do. This is one of his better jobs, in my opinion. Anyways, y'all have a good one.
Charlie, thanks for the call. Again, if you want to jump in here, do so 877-377-6963. Drake texting in here on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline saying any chance that Theo gets plays the next game. I tried to ask that question, was not able to. Cal only had about 12 minutes in the media press conference. So if someone has heard that, if someone either, whether it was post-game radio or whatnot, I have not seen it. Matt, it did get a little hairy there for a sec. You had Big Z foul out. Jonas had 4. Trev, I only think it ended up with 2 or 3, but I was wondering, are they going to play like all wings and guards at the end of this game? Because St. John's just kept attacking and getting those offensive rebounds.
Yeah, a little nervous, a little shaky at times, especially when Big Z went out. But, he gave you 10 good minutes. You got the 5 fouls. He didn't really try to do too much outside himself. He's 1-on-1, couple boards. So you can't really, hey, man, that was his type of game. I thought we missed him a couple times. He was open for a 3-point shot. We were kind of late with our ball movement. But what about Boogie, too? I mean, I don't think we all understand to be the Boogie started this college season. He was 17 years old, and then he missed like 42 straight days in a row. And you can tell that, he doesn't have his legs as much. You can kind of see, but Ty, that I can't believe how good he's doing being that young and missing. He almost looks better now.
Yeah, you know what? As you're talking, Matt, you know what it kind of reminded me of? Like Kyrie Irving. Now,
exactly when he went to
exactly. Boogie's not as decorated as Kyrie was, and he has an opportunity to maybe be a lottery pick. But that just kind of mold of, hey, you play a little bit initially, then you're out for an extended period, and then you're back for the NCAA tournament, which he's trying to do. Even like when he's not making shots, like he hit a big shot. In the first half, and just like you always have to be aware of him on the court. I know when Muss always used to talk about Isaiah Joe in the sense you're playing 4-on-4 because you can't leave Zay, and Boogie's not necessarily that caliber of shooter just yet, but coaches still have to game plan for him and figure that out when it comes to Boogie Flynn. William is on the line here in Lafayette. William, go ahead, man. You're on Hog Reaction.
Hey, guys. Go Hogs.
Go Hogs, man. How about them?
Matt likes to take notes. I like to do assessments, right? And so, my opinion, no one will have to play in a tougher environment in the NCAA tournament that we just had to play, essentially a home game for St. John's.
Mm-hmm.
People calling it an ugly game. We beat them at their game. They can't deny that. We beat them.
And yeah, William, that's a great point. Cal made the point. Cal made the point after the game, William. He was like, well, they're a physical team, but he's like, we're a physical team too. Like a lot of times this season, a team has played Arkansas and their coach has remarked after the game, man, that's a physical team. And so St. John's kind of got a taste of their own medicine today.
Yeah, if you didn't know that before today, by golly, you know it now. Okay? I have never been – I am so proud of our team. Those freshmen, everybody contributed. I mean, I know Z got in foul trouble early, and he didn't do much, but it took everybody today. I'm just so proud. I mean, it's unbelievable, that victory. Essentially in front of St. John's home crowd playing their game. Yeah, I'll take Calipari over Tino any day. Go Hogs.
Thanks, William. Tim's in North Little Rock. Tim, go ahead, man. You're on Hog Reaction.
I'm going to say that,
sorry.
Yes, that's okay. It's so amazing how it seems as if you go back and you look at when Boogie Flynn got hurt, it seems as if the team actually stepped up. The rest of the guys, played a little better, and that's when we kind of went on a little run that actually, where we won some games that actually got us into the dance, if you think about it, after starting 0-5. Yep. And then now with Boogie Flynn coming back, he's such a contributor. I have to admit that I was nervous at first when I heard about him coming back after, prior to the Kansas game. But he's been such a good contributor, and it's such a team effort. And I think that goes to the coaching. It speaks to the coaching of Calipari of being able to get these guys in a uniform fashion to be able to play and actually play team basketball. I mean, to have and also to have the motivation for the dog fights with the loose balls and everything else. I mean, I just think it's a testament to what he can do after starting the season so down. I mean, we were all ready to write this team off 2 months ago, and look where they are now.
Yeah, I think a lot of questions. So Matt Jones, I had questions about Cal. I don't know if they were, and you could label them concerns, questions, or whatnot, but I mean, I've talked about the 4-year stat. It's like you won NCAA tournament in 4 years, and people are like, oh, he's lost his fastball. He's done this. He's done that. Well, I think these last 2 games, Matt Jones, I think it's an indication that those doubters have been silenced when it comes to Arkansas's John Calipari.
Trust the process, Ty Richardson. You got St. John's missing 54 shots today. I mean, how do you miss 54 shots in a basketball game? I don't know, but St. John's did it.
Yeah, they did exactly that. It was again not the prettiest of games, but Arkansas managed to get it done. Again, it's Hog Reaction presented by the Stadium Shop on Razorback. The largest selection of inventory you're going to find south of the North Pole is at Robert, Elizabeth, and Matthew's spot at the Stadium Shop on Razorback. I know, again, seeing Arkansas fans, I see a clothing item or a piece of apparel or something, I'm like, you got that from Robert Elizabeth's place, didn't you? Most of the time, I'm like, yep, we did. So if you're looking for any Razorback stuff, anything under the sun Razorback related, they're going to have it for you at the Stadium Shop on Razorback. That's shoponrazorback.com, SHOPPE on Razorback.com. And our coverage live in Providence has been brought to you by the Crane Automotive Team. If you're in the market for newer pre-owned vehicle, you check them out at craneteam.com. When we come back, more reaction. We're going to hear from John Calipari. We want to hear from you as well. Hog Reaction resumes next.
Reaction presented by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville. We're live in Providence with the Hogs at the NCAA tournament. Our exclusive on-site coverage at Amica Mutual Pavilion is presented by the Crane Automotive Team.
Picture it. It's a day like any other. You're stuck in traffic on Rogers Avenue during rush hour. You're just ready to get home and relax with your family. And then, just like that, your life can change in an instant. And you're going to need a lawyer to make it right. I'm Phil Votaw with Phil Votaw & Associates. If this happens to you, call me, 479-434-6200, or online at votawlaw.com. I'm Phil Votaw, and you've never met a lawyer like me.
Spring camping season is here. Don't miss the NWA RV Show and Outdoor Party, April 12th and 13th at 5102 West Pauline Whitaker Parkway in Rogers, just behind Newt's. Sponsored by 2 of the state's largest RV dealers, Wheels RV and Moix RV. With brands you love like Grand Design, Jayco, Brinkley, Flagstaff, Coachman, Catalina, Vibe, and Winnebago, and on-site financing available. There will be a variety of vendors and bounce house for the kids and so much more. So make plans now to attend the NWA RV Show and Outdoor Party, April 12th and 13th, 5102 West Pauline Whitaker Parkway, Rogers.
Here's to you and yours from the friendly folks at In Good Spirits, your upscale liquor store in Fort Smith. At In Good Spirits, they've got what your taste buds are craving, including flavorful wines from around the world, scrumptious brandies and liqueurs, tempting whiskeys and beers, and fine cigars. Treat yourself to the best as you listen to the game. Check out In Good Spirits, 12100 Highway 71 South, across from Riley Farms in Fort Smith.
Are you an angler having trouble finding all the bait, tackle, and more for your fishing needs? Make Awake Bait and Tackle, now located in Fort Smith next to Witts Marine on North 11th Street, is your place. Make Awake Bait and Tackle also has the largest selection of plastics in the River Valley. Reactor Innovation, Bobby Garland, Zoom, Mega Bass, and more. Check out the Daiwa Rod and Reels. Make Awake Bait and Tackle, 803 North 11th Street in Fort Smith, 479-926-9320. Also get your rod and reels repaired. Come see us next to Witts Marine at Make Awake Bait and Tackle.
At 810 Billiards and Bowling, we've got everything you need for a good time. Drink up, chow down, rack 'em up, and knock 'em down. In other words, be social. Join us for happy hour every day from 3 to 7. Catch the big game on our giant screen and check out the newly expanded arcade and mini golf. Oh, and don't forget to try the new double-decker burger. It's a game changer. Let the fun begin at 810 Billiards and Bowling, 5609 Rogers Avenue, Suite F in Fort Smith. See you there.
Hello, this is Sebastian County Assessor Zach Johnson here to remind you to assess your personal property by May 31st to avoid late penalty. You can do this in person at one of our 3 locations, over the phone, or online by going to www.countyservice.net. I would also like to remind any current homeowners or any individuals buying their homes on contract to contact our office and check your eligibility for the homestead tax credit. Contact us today and see if you qualify. The homestead tax credit can save you up to $500 off your tax bill.
This ad sponsored by the Sebastian County Assessor and paid for by Amendment 79.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
Save up to $5,000 on select Buick Envisions at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. The Buick Envision showcases inspired design with exclusive features in this 5-passenger SUV. Or drive the brand new Buick Envista, a stylish crossover, for as low as $399 per month. These are limited time offers. Experience the new Buick at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith or online at harryrobinson.com.
You're listening to Hog Reaction, presented by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville.
This one's over. Arkansas is headed to the Sweet 16. For the 4th time in 5 years, it'll be Arkansas among the final 16 teams in the Big Dance.
Tune in to Hog Reaction after every Razorback basketball game right here on ESPN Arkansas.
The Razorbacks can smell the Sweet 16.
We're live in Providence with the Hogs at the NCAA tournament. Our exclusive on-site coverage at Amica Mutual Pavilion is presented by the Crane Automotive Team. This is Hog Reaction.
Dan's at Bentonville tonight, reacting to Arkansas 75-66 win. It's Hog Reaction. Matt Jones, Ty Richardson, Colton Little, and our buddy Dan. Dan, what's up, man?
How about them Hogs?
How about them Hogs, man? What a win! I mean, there's so many, so many things that needed to go right for you in that second half. With Big Z fouling out, Jonas having 4 fouls, and this team they found a way to win, man. They just found a way to win.
They did. I kind of think I think Patino blew that game for St. John's because I kept thinking they were going to challenge a dude down low, but they never did.
Yeah, no, you're
I don't
right.
know what we would have done if
they did the very first play. They got the ball to start the second half. They went down there and tried to force it, but you're right. It was like they really couldn't get to anything to attack them, and when they did, it just felt like it was forced. And I thought the officials did a good job of no calling when it was forced like that. But I know what you're saying.
Yeah, you're right. The national guys did hint that Sierra could possibly play in the next round, and I kind of think he will.
And that's another addition they could potentially get. I think that's based on what Cal said in Nashville and based on kind of yesterday and talking with him. That was my assumption. That I know they put out the big picture of the dude practicing, but that was just gamesmanship by the U. That's all that was. I felt like Matt Jones. I just felt like they tried to get Patino and their staff to have one more guy to have the game plan for. Dan, we appreciate the call. Ryan's up next here on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. Ryan, go ahead, man. You're on Hog Reaction. Ryan, what's up?
Well, it sure was fun, wasn't it? Was fun, wasn't it?
Unbelievable, man.
Yeah, I'll say this. I didn't pick Arkansas, but it wasn't going to surprise me if they won. But the thing that surprised me the most is the way they controlled the game, pretty much from start to finish. I think that's a big surprise for me, and sure proud to see it. And great to see that we play on Thursday. That's all I got. I hope you'll have a great day and go Hogs.
Ryan, appreciate the call. Mike's up next. Mike, go ahead, man. You're on Hog Reaction.
Right now, I've never been more proud to be a Razorback. You know, a lot of people keep forgetting, and they were asking for Coach Cal's head at the first of the year. I mean, he was in a situation with injuries and not even hardly having enough people to scrimmage. And that is really tough on a guy to be able to put a team together and to come back from where they didn't play with very much intensity, I thought, at the first of the year, and there was no flow. But now I've never seen the Hogs on the floor more than they were tonight, and they got it accomplished. I've never been more proud.
Yeah, Mike. I think a ton of Arkansas fans feel it's like proud, right? It's the it's the grin in here. It's to see the guys and how happy they were after the game, taking it into the post-game celebration here in Providence. Cal embracing his wife Ellen and his daughter, his son, of course, on the sidelines with him. I think for a lot of fans, when Cal and company went into Lexington and won that game, that's when you're like, okay, he's our head coach. But now it's like, man, we get to appreciate the greatness that he brings with him and the accomplishments. And I know he talked about earlier this week not remembering his past in terms of the success he had because he didn't want to put that added pressure on the players. But there's a reason he's got a lot of past success, doesn't it?
Yeah, so his ability to put that team together. And, of course, we're very talented, but, there's a lot of teams you'll look at in pros and amateur where you'll have all kinds of talent and not be able to win. But he did a phenomenal job, guys, and I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. I think what's also interesting is Billy said this in the post game, talking about that they had to put their egos aside and come together as a team. And I mean, when you have a lot of talented kids, whether it be freshmen or transfer players like John L. and Jonas, like they're used to roles in Knoxville and Boca, and Billy's used to probably being the best player on the basketball court, and you adjust to that. And Matt, you've seen that firsthand, whether it's basketball or football. Like, guys are usually the best player wherever they played coming out of high school, and then or even as transfer players. And man, this team sure has molded together well, haven't they?
Man, absolutely. And I think you brought that up in the first segment, that Billy Richmond shot there late in the game, big time. Another guy that, like, if you look at his numbers, Ty, you would be like, well, DJ Wagner didn't have that good of a game. Get out of here, man. That dude was so aggressive. He was getting by his guy all the time. Now, of course, we'd like him to finish more, Ty, but, dude, I'm so proud of DJ Wagner. A couple of times he hits the ground. You're like, uh-oh, I hope he's okay, because he's kind of our guy that everything has to run through right now, because I haven't seen these two games. I have not seen anybody that can stay in front of DJ Wagner.
All righty, we're going to take a short break here on Hog Reaction. Coming up, we'll get to some more of your calls here as we're live in Providence, Rhode Island, and Amica Mutual Pavilion. Arkansas beat St. John's 75-66. More Hog Reaction coming up next.
Hog Reaction presented by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville. We're live in Providence with the Hogs at the NCAA tournament. Our exclusive on-site coverage at Amica Mutual Pavilion is presented by the Crane Automotive Team.
Hey, Hog fans, this is Robert.
This is Elizabeth.
And this is Matt, and we're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville.
Hey, do y'all know what time it is?
It's about 2:30.
Summertime.
It's that and a whole lot more.
And no matter what's happening, the Stadium Shop has what you need.
We have the best selection for showing off your Razorback spirit while on vacation, even Razorback swim trunks.
Graduations, anniversaries, birthdays, we have what you need for your event.
And we have what you need for that trip to Omaha.
Even a new line of hard shell luggage.
Also, Omaha tees, flags, bases, loaded hats, and the boppers.
And you can get them here at the Stadium Shop located at 989 South Razorback Road next to Baum Walker Stadium. Or you can check us online at those WWNs.
Dad, let me do that before you hurt yourself. He's talking about our website, shoponrazorback.com.
And if you can't reach us there, call us at 479-STADIUM.
All from the only family, alumni-owned and operated Razorback store.
South of the North Pole.
Dad, please.
Folks, it does not get more Razorback than us.
Go
Hawks.
Spring is in the air, and Gelco Outdoors has all the gear you need to get outside and enjoy the spring season. Just arrived. Crispy footwear, comfortable boots for hiking, hunting, and work to help you cover some ground. Spring clothing by Ariat, Wrangler, Under Armour, and more. Just arrived hunting gear for spring turkey season. Shotguns, ammo, clothing, and footwear. And the largest selection of turkey calls around. Think spring. Think Gelco Outdoors, 4600 South Zero in Fort Smith.
Why do people love Shamrock Liquor Warehouse? Simple. They've got it all. 70 years in business, 15,000 square feet of choices. They buy in volume so you can save. What else? How about the largest selection of everything? Shamrock's got it. Special orders? Shamrock's got it. Convenient drive-through, open 6 days a week? Shamrock's got it. Need a keg for your party? Shamrock's got it. Load up at Shamrock Liquor Warehouse at the corner of Midland and Riverfront Drive in Fort Smith.
Harry Robinson Salisal Ford wants to buy or trade for your vehicle today, and they will give you top dollar. Pre-owned car values are at historic all-time highs, and your car today is worth more than it ever will be again. If you are driving a 2013 model or newer with 120,000 miles or less, bring it to Harry Robinson Salisal Ford, and they'll give you more than any other dealer. Even if you don't want to buy a new car, they'll still buy yours. Harry Robinson Salisal Ford, 1 mile south of exit 308 off I-40 in Salisal.
Hey, it's Phil Elson. James Teague with the Teague Law Firm is back for another season on Halftime, Fridays at 12:15. Sometimes families have disputes just like baseball teams. You need someone in your bullpen to help with guardianships, adoption, and child support. The Teague Law Firm is that go-to reliever, and they can help with criminal law, such as traffic offenses, DWI, and more. 479-877-1688. Online at teague-law.com.
Winter might be downtime for some, but it's uptime for safety at WT Equipment. For a limited time, choose between 0% financing or cashback offers on New Holland Sportsmaster Utility Series tractors. Plus, New Holland's 60-month, 2,000-hour Premier Protection included at no extra cost. Don't miss out on these winter-exclusive deals. Available now through March 31st. Visit WT Equipment in Springdale today or call us for details.
Top CDL Academy is a licensed Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration that provides the federal required training to obtain both Class A and Class B CDL licenses. Our program provides assistance with employment after graduation. We have finance and grant options available. Students straight out of class have started new careers earning $70,000 to $140,000 per year, and training is provided for all 50 states. Call today, 479-632-1050. COP CDL Academy.
Family Dental at the entrance to Riley Farms provides every type of dental care procedure for you and your family. General dentistry, braces, implants, same-day crowns, and cosmetics. Dr. Sparkman, Farmer, and now Dr. Blaine Van Nuys work to give all of their patients a better life with a better smile. Family Dental, 5901 Riley Park Drive, Suite A at the entrance to Riley Farms. Let them know you've heard this on ESPN Radio and receive $300 off the store card. Family Dental, 479-226-3500 for an appointment or visit valleyfamilydentalpractice.com.
Decisions aren't hard, no matter what you choose, you win. Like with Taco Bell's new $5, $7, and $9 Lux Cravings boxes. Choose from the $5 classic box with iconic favorites like a beefy 5-layer burrito, the $7 Supreme box with the chicken chupa supreme and more. Or find new obsessions in the $9 Discovery box. Get yours at Taco Bell today. Participating Taco Bell stores for limited time only while supplies last. Price and participation varies. Drinks excludes freezes. Tax extra.
You're listening to Hog Reaction, presented by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville.
This one's over. Arkansas is headed to the Sweet 16. For the fourth time in 5 years, it'll be Arkansas among the final 16 teams in the Big Dance.
Tune in to Hog Reaction after every Razorback basketball game right here on ESPN Arkansas.
The Razorbacks can smell the Sweet 16.
We're live in Providence with the Hogs at the NCAA Tournament. Our exclusive on-site coverage at Amica Mutual Pavilion is presented by the Crane Automotive Team. This is Hog Reaction.
All right, back to the phones we go. Arky's in Northwest Arkansas. Arky, you're on Hog Reaction. Go ahead.
Hey, guys, great to be here today. Great day to be a Razorback. Sounds like Colton probably earning his keep today on the switchboard. Diamond Hogs are swinging the bats, and, hey, the Hoop Hogs are just continuing to write their story, man. I think Matt hit on it right out of the gate. Those freshmen stepped up today, Knox and Richmond. When they give you 30 points when the other guys are in foul trouble, it's a special day for sure. Those guys have had to play all year. It's not like typical freshman time to step up deal. And, because of Boogie's absence, somebody hit on that. And, since he's returned, he's been vital in these 2 wins, no doubt. And, he didn't try to do too much, and he gives some guys a blow. And that's been really big for us in these last 2 games especially. But I think everyone's found their role. His absence and some of those other guys having to step up, I think everyone's finally found their role. And, I think Charlie said, inspirational. And Ty, you may have mentioned resolve of this team, but my word for these guys is tough. Tough. And if Thero comes back, look out. And I think it's Texas Tech and Drake, 33-30 with about 1:44 to go in the first half. So who knows who that's going to be. Hey, thanks, guys. I'll hang up and listen.
Thanks, Arky. Brent's in Searcy tonight. Brent, go ahead, man. You're on Hog Reaction. Brent, what's up, man? All right, let's try Joe, who's in Avoca tonight. Joe, what's going on, man?
Hey, that game scared me to death and really made me feel good. I haven't seen a game like that since, when they won the national championship. The only thing that comes close is when I was working weekends and I had to work Sunday night, and China was playing USA in soccer and matter like that. And remember, USA won. That was pretty damn cool. But anyway, I think they can beat Drake or Texas Tech. Like I said, there is a path. I told Ruskin and Zach, there's a path. And if we get Theo the hero back and Billy the kid keeps doing what he's doing without going out of control, yeah, there ain't no way. We may not lose a game till next year.
I like where your head's
Just
at.
saying.
Joe, I like where your head's at. It's funny you mentioned Billy the Kid because that's, of course, Billy Donovan's nickname. It was in Providence when they went on that Final Four run under Coach Pitino.
Well, I'm talking Billy Richmond. Richmond.
Yeah.
All right, but anyway, they're going to roll over whoever wins next week. Old Calipari's a sly old fox. I love seeing his daughter and his wife there. I'm sure to get some, backlash, but it's great to see it. But thanks and good luck.
Thanks, Joe. Again, 877-377-6963, our number to call or text in. Matt, Colton, did you guys happen to see Cal? And I'm going to be honest, I got to look up her name. Did y'all see Cal's daughter that was consistently shown on the television broadcast? She looked like she was an emotional wreck. I got a picture of her and Cal's wife, Ellen, after the game, and they were in a much better mood. But it was a very entertaining. It was kind of like, I always like watching Danielle Musselman during games because I know she would go up and down crazy. But, yeah, Cal's daughter was she was something during that basketball game.
She was living and dying with literally every play, like most, families of coaches do. There was a great picture that I think either Cal posted last night. It was of her as a little girl in Providence in the same spot, in the same kind of position as they were the other day. And it was just great to see that he has the support of his family there. They're awesome. And wow, must be awesome for them to see his redemptive arc come back and to make it to the Sweet 16. It's just awesome to see.
Matt, I know your dad's a coach, and getting the chance to play for him back in the day. What do you think it's like? Not only Cal going through this, but obviously his. I know he has two daughters. Megan, I think, was the one that was there today. What do you think it's like for him getting to coach with his son through all of this new process?
Yeah, how cool is that? I watched the Belichick Saban story yesterday about the American coaches and Belichick being able to coach with his two sons. It really is a family environment. When I think Ty, I think back to Houston Nutt. I think back to Jack Del Rio. Think back to David Lee, Roy Wickey, some of the great coaches I had, and all the times they'd have you over to their house and how influential their wife is, and so it really is a family environment, and they're all kind of in it together. And that's how it is.
All right, I'm doing our best to get through as many phone calls as we can. Like Arky was saying, Colton definitely earning his keep and earning his money on the board, not just with the calls, but also some tech stuff as well. Chris advising Joe here on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline to be safe and don't drive. When Joe Navoka calls in, it is always an entertainment. Hacker and Harrison texting in, saying that Texas Tech and Drake do not scare him at all. Guys, you're going to either play one. You're going to play one of those two teams. Colton, do we know? Is this a Thursday, Saturday? Is it Friday, Sunday? Has there been any announcement about that I just haven't seen? Kind of with the rush of everything that's been going on here in Providence.
You talking about for next week?
Correct. Yes.
Yeah. So next week it's on the 29th and the 30th. So whatever those days are, I can't even tell you offhand on the calendar. Okay, so that's a week from today. So that's going to be Saturday, Sunday.
Well, they'll play Thursday.
Thursday, Friday. Sorry, Thursday and Saturday, and then Sunday and Friday and Sunday. Correct. 28th to the 31st.
Okay. Well, now I know that, but do we have it do we know if Arkansas is playing that initial Thursday?
I have not heard that yet.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't know if we're going to get that information tonight or if it's tomorrow, but hopefully we'll find out as soon as we can on that. Taking again some more text. Groundhog saying that DJ Wagner and Billy Richmond are dogs, as they say nowadays. Matt, you made a good point. So DJ didn't have his best box score of the season, but how many times did he get to the paint and Trev or Jonas was able to get a rebound or he kick it out? I think he ended up with 4 assists, if I remember that right. I don't know if he would say it was his best game, but, man, he just kept attacking. Like I heard Cal say to him verbally yelling at him, just make a play, keep attacking, and he just kept on doing that tonight, Matt Jones.
You're right, Ty Richardson. Nobody can stay in front of DJ Wagner. I haven't seen it all year, especially in this tournament. He is a joy to watch. And the thing is, Ty, he makes the right basketball play more times than not. He's gritty. He's tough. He hits he reminds me a little bit. I know I've told you of Marcus Smart, but kind of a little bit at D Wade at Marquette as well. Like he's going to hit the ground 3 times, and you're like, oh, he's almost like a football player. How tough he is. Yeah, he. If you were to say who's the toughest player on our team, DJ Wagner, no question.
He is physical, and again, we've been kind of dangling the carrot. We don't know if you get in or not. The idea of Adu potentially coming back for this next week would be, again, another something that could bolster this basketball team when it comes to what potentially awaits them in San Francisco, California. To my knowledge, there might be some people on the support staff, but Trev was not on that team. Trev was on Missouri back in 2022. I don't know if there was really anyone associated. Definitely, maybe Lawson Blake was on that team. But you're going to have a completely different new team. But I know I was talking to some Arkansas fans before the game, guys. They were talking about, it's like, man, we've already had some success in San Francisco. I hope we end up back. So you're going clear across the country. Once again. All right, we got more Hog Reaction to get to. We're live at the Amica Mutual Pavilion. It's brought to you by the Stadium Shop on Razorback and the Crane Automotive Team. Matt Jones, Colton Little, Ty Richardson. More to get to when we return.
You're listening to Hog Reaction, presented by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville. We're live in Providence with the Hogs at the NCAA tournament. Our exclusive on-site coverage at Amica Mutual Pavilion is presented by the Crane Automotive Team.
Your home is your biggest asset. So when you decide to add a sunroof, a patio cover, a new driveway, new windows, you need to call a company you can trust. Sawyers has been part of your community for over 30 years. They're insured, licensed, and have 100% financing for all of their products. Take all the worry out of your next project. Call Sawyers and let them handle it from permitting to completion. Sawyers, serving the River Valley in Northwest Arkansas with a full showroom located in Fort Smith. Or online at sawyers-sunroofs.com.
Are you ready to build your new home? Buffington Homes is legal style build. Specializing in affordable luxury homes, we offer beautiful communities within the next location in Northwest Arkansas. Plus, you'll work hand in hand with our in-house designers to personalize every detail of it. From start to finish, our process is centered around helping you build a right. It's time to score the home of your dreams in love and Ferguson. Visit BuffingtonHomesAR.com to get started.
Hey, Ty Richardson for Jim. They have several locations in the Arkansas area, but I specifically want to talk to you about Jim Mart number 10. Great deli. My goodness, great lunch, great dinner. But if you had the breakfast yet, it's the best in town. And they have that convenient drive-through. So when you're heading north or south on 540, take exit number 6 for Jim Mart number 10. 6201 Grand Avenue in Fort Smith. Jim, the leading gas station and convenience store in the area.
World-class trout fishing is the star of the show at Gaston's White River Resort. We're a few days away from all the worries and stress. We'll make all right in your world. Gaston's has friendly, experienced guides to help you land your limit. Enjoy your stay at Gaston in one of their private cottages or reserve a lodge for up to 20 people. Call now and let Gaston's help you plan your next getaway on the White River. 870-431-5202. That's 870-431-5202. Or learn more at Gastons.com. Gaston's, a first-class time, every time.
Seconds making a play. Short's got to cover. A winning insurance strategy doesn't rely on one person. Good hustle, good hustle. You play with your guys and make sure everyone's in the right coach. It takes a team that knows its roles well, working together to provide an exceptional experience.
Set the screen. You have to protect yourself. 1, 2, 3, welcome.
At Shelter Insurance, you can count on our local agents and award-winning customer service to help you protect what matters most.
Call Wade Gilkey or Chris Dooley in Fort Smith.
To $10,000 off on select GMC Sierras at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. The GMC Sierra will conquer the road with confidence. Up to $10,000 off. Or lease the all-new 2025 GMC Hummer EV. With hands-free driving assistance, go 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds for as low as $800 a month. Harry Robinson Buick GMC. We are professional grade. Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off I-540 in Fort Smith.
Spring camping season is here. Don't miss the NWA RV Show and Outdoor Party, April 12th and 13th at 5102 West Pauline Whitaker Parkway in Rogers, just behind Dunes. Sponsored by two of the state's largest RV dealers, Wheels RV and Boyd's RV, with brands you love like Grand Design, Jayco, Brinkley, Flagstaff, Coachman, Catalina 5, and Winnebago, and on-site financing available. There will be a variety of vendors and bounce house for the kids and so much more. So make plans now to attend the NWA RV Show and Outdoor Party, April 12th and 13th, 5102 West Pauline Whitaker Parkway, Rogers.
Looking to protect yourself and your family this flu season? Law's Drug Store at 6802 Rogers Avenue offers the latest vaccines for adults and seniors in both COVID-19 and the flu. Law's Drug Store has friendly pharmacists ready to assist you with no appointment necessary. Call 452-6116. It's quick, it's easy, and in most cases, free with your insurance. Law's Drug Store, 6802 Rogers Avenue behind Outback Steakhouse. Open 6 days a week to care for you and your family.
Spring has arrived.
Different Sodi's Wine and Spirits off I-540 on Phoenix Avenue.
Every day is worth celebrating at Uncorked. Cocktails, wine, craft beer, bourbons, and unbelievably great food. Uncorked on Phoenix Avenue next to Sodi's.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3. You're listening to Hog Reaction, presented by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville.
This one's over. Arkansas is headed to speed for the fourth time in 5 years. It'll be Arkansas among the final 16 teams in the Big Dance.
Tune in to Hog Reaction after every Razorback basketball game right here on ESPN Arkansas.
The Razorbacks can smell the Sweet 16.
We're live in Providence with the Hogs at the NCAA tournament. Our exclusive on-site coverage at Amica Mutual Pavilion is presented by the Crane Automotive Team. This is Hog Reaction.
I've done this a long time. I've never had a more rewarding season. And the reason we made it, I said it, we got a bunch of good guys that have been raised right by their families. And they were able to take what happened to us and know they had to become one heartbeat. I can't worry about me. I got to worry about us. And then we had injuries and next man up. After tomorrow night, there's only 16 teams left. Damn. And we're working one. 1, 2, 3. That's it.
That was John Calipari in the locker room after the game, following Arkansas' 75-66 win over the St. John's Red Storm. We're live in Providence in the Amica Mutual Pavilion, following the Ridgebacks wins, thanks to our friends at the Crane Automotive Team and the Stadium Shop on Ridgeback. Matt, again, I know you love to keep notes. You and I are kind of the same way. What else stood out in this game tonight?
Well,
jotted
that's
down earlier.
yeah. Thanks, Ty. Thanks for asking. I do. There was a couple times where Jonas Adu, where it seemed. I mean, I'm sorry, Nelly Davis. It seemed like earlier in the year he would have shot a 3-point shot, and he kind of faked it. He would do something to get the defense and get a little angle, and he would drive, kick it. I think of the one time he did it, and he hit Boogie for his only 3-point make. And it was such a big time that we needed that 3, and you thought Nelly could have shot it. His decision making, Ty, is what's really been impressing me over the last few games.
Paul Biancardi, who writes for ESPN, had a really good take, I thought, after the game. Said, great lesson for all players. When DJ and Boogie don't score well, it doesn't affect their ability to impact winning. They defend good on and off the ball, get assists, rebounds, and stick back with the game plan. The definition of competitiveness. Arkansas advances to the Sweet 16, and that's kind of one of the things we touched on. You mentioned John L. there, so think about John L. this season, Matt Jones. Like, there's been so many times that he didn't have a good shooting night, and yet he was getting rebounds. He was playing pesky defense. He was doing what you needed to win. And then you look at what he's done these last 2 games in March, where he shot above, I believe, 50% of both games, and has a really good box score tonight. Ends up going 5 for 10. I mean, you're getting both elements of them. You're getting one in the floor and you're getting the other, which was huge in this win today.
Oh, my goodness, Ty. You're exactly right. Think about this, too. Think about they just had a timeout. It was right under 3 minutes, so they draw up a play. They come down. They're going to run some type of play. It's a 4-point game. They make one bounce pass, and Boogie Flan steals the ball. I mean, that might have been one of the biggest steals of the game. Trevin Brazile, his offensive rebounding, you say he had some 3-pointers that you're like, yeah, he could have made some of those. I thought those were good shots. But there's times there where he's the best athlete on the floor. And then I really can't say enough about these freshmen. I mean, Carter Knox, 4 blocks, 9 of 11 from the free throw line. And Billy Richmond, just the whole time he's out, 9 boards, 16 points. I mean, those 2 freshmen, they're not freshmen anymore.
Joe in Avoca, by the way, says here, I wasn't drunk. I was just tired. And he sent me a picture of some wood that he's been chopping up. So appreciate Joe and everyone else call us here on Lewis Automotive group hotline. Russell down home saying Ty's going to say the F word at some point. No, I've done that once. I will never do that again on air, hopefully. All right, let's see. Weston Harris saying that Kentucky fans are going to want to bleep themselves when Illinois beats Kentucky because they pushed out Cal because he couldn't win a tournament game. Well, Arkansas is in the Sweet 16. And it feels like Kentucky's going home this weekend. How do you think Kentucky fans, what is sports radio, Matt? If they lose to Illinois like Weston Harrison, I think sports radio is going to be like in Lexington and across Kentucky come one day or even after the game.
Sometimes the grass isn't greener on the other side. They were ready to get rid of Coach Cal, and and then again, when you're somewhere for a decade in today's world, that's successful, and he did bring them a lot of success. I think some of the fans, and it's probably a minority for the Kentucky fans, I just don't think they get it, because if a coach comes to your program and has this type of success that he has for a decade, you say thank you. You don't get nasty, and so it's kind of, that's kind of what happens. Karma's a real thing.
Yeah. According to C-Man texting in here on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline, that Arkansas will play on Thursday against either Drake or Texas Tech. I also got a tweet at me that that is going to be that on Thursday. And I don't know what time yet, according to another text here out of 479. We'll play on Thursday when it comes to that setup and everything else. And I got a question, Matt, from a listener, and he was like, who do you want to play? Do you want to play Tech or do you want to play Drake? You're either playing a Cinderella or a really good Big 12 team. What do you? I said, I kind of want to end this Cinderella, even though the entire arena outside Arkansas fans might be cheering against you. But who do you want to play those two?
Yeah, you're not scared of either one of them. Drake 31-3, so they're used to winning. It'll be tough. Anytime you win 30-plus games. Texas Tech, I believe, has an All-American. They have a lottery pick in Toppin, so they probably would have the best player on the floor if you're looking at it that way. But you're not scared of either one of these teams. The one thing that this team is doing so well now, Ty, is our length on the defensive end, being able to play defense and protect the rim without fouling. And I know we racked up some fouls today. I mean, that's going to happen. But our length is really giving these teams some fits.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that I remember specifically Rick Pitino saying yesterday. It's just that might be the longest and the most athletic team that his St. John's team will play all year. And those two attributes forced St. John's into shooting just 28% from the field. Now, they ended up with 28 offensive rebounds, or 20. One of the more remarkable stats, or 28, I apologize, that I think I've ever seen, and that you've come out on the high side. Like, think about that. Arkansas didn't shoot the ball particularly well. Cal was kind of joking about their shot selection, 2 of 19 from 3, and yet you still win the game by 9 against a 2 seed, by the way. We have to remember, this is not only a Hall of Fame coach you were going up against, you were basically playing in New York. You're playing in, I guess that would be Madison Square Garden South here in Providence, or what? I'm trying. People are going to make fun of me. I think we're South New York, but it is. It's insane how many things were going against you if you're Arkansas, and yet they still persevered and had the resolve to to get this thing done, Matt.
No question about it. I mean, we've been battle tested, I think, Ty. That's why you look at going down to Coral Gables and playing the Miami Hurricanes, and some say, well, that wasn't a very good team. It's still a Power 5 BCS conference. I know we're not in the BCS anymore, but you know what I mean. It's still a big-time game to go on the road and get a victory. And then we're battle tested, man. Think about going on the road in the SEC all year. I mean, it doesn't get much tougher than that. It's so hard to win on the road on the SEC, and this team has been through it.
Yep, they have. All right, we're going to take another break here as we're live in Providence today. If you want to jump in here, you can do so at 877-377-6963. More Hog Reaction with Matt Jones, Colton Little, and myself, Ty Richardson, when we come back.
You're listening to Hog Reaction, presented by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville. We're live in Providence with the Hogs at the NCAA Tournament. Our exclusive on-site coverage at Amica Mutual Pavilion is presented by the Crane Automotive Team.
Harry Robinson Salisaw Ford wants to buy or trade for your vehicle today. We'll give you top dollar. Pre-owned car values are at historic all-time highs, and your car today is worth more than it ever will be again. If you're dealer, even if you don't want to buy a new car, they'll still buy yours. Harry Robinson Salisaw Ford, 1 mile south of exit 308 off I-40 in Salisaw.
Wave Rural Connect is excited to introduce our new 300 megabit internet service. Perfect for streaming, remote work, and homework for just $64.95 a month. Get no worries, cyber-safe managed Wi-Fi for a total of $71.95. Today at signup.waveruralconnect.com or call 1-833-492-83. New services and expanding our areas for you. Arkansas Valley Electric and Wave Rural Connect, changing the communities we serve.
Here's to you and yours from the friendly folks at In Good Spirits, your upscale liquor store in Fort Smith. At In Good Spirits, they've got what your taste buds are craving, including flavorful wines from around the world, scrumptious brandies and liqueurs, tempting whiskeys and beers, and fine cigars. Treat yourself to the best as you listen to the game. Check out In Good Spirits, 12100 Highway 71 South, across from Riley Farms in Fort Smith.
Forest Grid Incorporated, a company known for paying top wages and benefits, has immediate openings for equipment operators, pipe layers, concrete finishers, and laborers. For nearly 90 years, Forest Grid has built the foundations of the River Valley, and now you can become a part of that legacy. Apply now from any device at GoForestGrid.com. That's GoForestGrid.com. Do you finally want to get paid well for your work? Do you want to work for a company that treats you like family? Apply now at GoForestGrid.com. Forest Grid Incorporated is the equal opportunity employer.
Riley Family Dental at the entrance to Riley Farms provides every type of dental care procedure for you and your family. General dentistry, braces, implants, same-day crowns, and (479-226-3500) for an appointment, or visit valleyfamilydentalpractice.com.
Dozy Place has now been serving a Start with delicious appetizers and your choice of drinks from the largest selection of wines, beer, and liquor in the River Valley. Dozy Place is open Tuesday through Thursday, 5 till 9, and Friday and Saturday, 5 till 10. Street, Fort Smith.
The tires on your vehicle go round and round, but when they don't, go to Van Alma Tire. They have tires in their name. That's their specialty. Van Alma Tire is all about tires. They have all the name brands and private labels available for you and in stock. So when it comes to getting tires for your ride, it's worth the drive. Ask for details. Whatever your tire need, check out Van Alma Tires on Highway 64 between Van Buren and Alma. Ready to get you rolling on new tires at Van Alma Tire.
Need a little extra cash? Go see Rusty at Golden Gym Pond, 310 West Center in Greenwood. Get the money you need with loans on jewelry, guns, tools, and electronics. If you're looking for a gift, they have a large selection of jewelry to choose from, and Rusty can take care of all jewelry repair. Stop by Golden Gym Pond today, 310 West Center in Greenwood, or call 996-2792. Open 9 to 5:30 Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, and 9 to 3 on Wednesday. Golden Gym Pond.
You're listening to Hog Reaction, presented by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville.
This one's over. Arkansas is headed to the Sweet 16. For the fourth time in 5 years, it'll be Arkansas among the final 16 teams in the Big Dance.
Tune in to Hog Reaction after every Razorback basketball game right here on ESPN Arkansas.
The Razorbacks can smell the Sweet 16.
We're live in Providence with the Hogs at the NCAA tournament. Our exclusive on-site coverage at Amica Mutual Pavilion is presented by the Crane Automotive Team. This is Hog Reaction.
And I think they now understand that we all got to do what we're supposed to do, and we got to do this together. We can't be selfish trying to get our own. Let's play off of one another.
That's John Calipari after the game following Arkansas' 75-66 win over the St. John's Red Storm. Have you come down yet? Are you still on cloud nine? My little sister was texting me earlier, and she just said, what was it like? And I was just like, man, I think Arkansas fans like myself are just on cloud nine right now following that victory. You're headed to Sweet 16. You're going to play in San Francisco this Thursday against either Drake or Texas Tech. Do you guys have it on in studio? Do we have a score update?
It's 33-39. It's both teams they're playing a slower pace. We're going to be more athletic than both these teams, but I'll tell you this, Ty, Drake and Texas Tech, if you leave them open, they will make their three-point shots. They will not. Neither one of these teams are going to miss 54 shots against us.
Yeah, Tech shot like 40-something threes against who'd they beat? UNC. Not Wilmington. They beat some UNC. Maybe it is UNC Wilmington. It was Wilmington, Colton. Yeah, but it was that was something. Bart texting in here saying on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline, saying, man, it was awesome. Had a lot of fun. Josefa texted in saying, if we play Drake, does that mean we have two Cinderellas in one game? I know Cal has labeled his team as an underdog and trying to get them to buy that mold. If you play Drake, Matt, and Colton, you will not be considered the underdog in that game.
I think we're going to play Tech, Ty, if we're really just watching the game and knowing the talent. I mean, they haven't stopped Toppin yet. He's 9 of 11 with 9 boards. I mean, just beast mode. Williams on that team, 7-11. So they're a two-horse team. They have those two guys that are absolute studs. Now, Drake, they pass the ball. They're fundamental. They are not very athletic. That doesn't mean they're not talented or capable. I think we'll end up playing Tech.
And I think what is interesting about Texas Tech is not only would you have the opportunity, like the old Southwest Conference days. I was texting our buddy Brett Norsworthy, who does sports radio in Memphis and pre and post for Ole Miss. And you've got a chance to play an old Southwest Conference vote, not just in one postseason, Matt Jones, but you beat him in Memphis in the Liberty Bowl too.
Oh, we did. We played them this year, didn't we? I forgot about that. Man, at this point, I think Coach is right when you played that clip earlier. We're one of, after tomorrow, there's going to be 16 teams left, and we're one of them. And honestly, man, we're playing our best basketball. I don't know how you want to compare it to other teams, or if you think about Auburn kind of limping in and certain teams. Arkansas is playing their best basketball over the last month of the season, and we're peaking at the right time.
All right, let's go to Colton, Adam in Fayetteville. Adam, what's going on, man? You're on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline here on Hog Reaction. What's up?
Hello, long time, first time, you know the deal. I just wanted to talk about, now, I am a student at the university. I'm from Fort Smith. I've been in this state my entire life. We really needed this, I feel like, not just from a basketball standpoint, but just from our whole athletics program. Like, I remember last night, I asked ChatGPT, hey, what are the most heartbreaking athletics programs in all of college sports? Number one, Arkansas Razorbacks. Man, we needed this. I feel like all the crap Kentucky fans have talked, all the hope we lost after losing Musselman, after going 0-5 in conference play, man, losing baseball in the regionals last year, so much pain we've been through. We really needed this, and I'm just thrilled. As a student, lifelong Arkansan, I'm just really happy to be here, and you know what? All the pressure's on the other guys. We are exactly where we want to be. Good talking to y'all. Appreciate you.
I appreciate the call, Adam. I think what's interesting that if we bring in the dynamic of the other sports as well, I mentioned to everyone, I'll beat Texas Tech Liberty Bowl, but think about this past calendar year of Arkansas athletics. Or I apologize, a year ago. Football team goes 4-8. Your basketball team has the worst year under Eric Musselman, and your baseball team gets bounced in their own ballpark. It was a terrible athletic. It's the worst athletics year under Yurichek. And the reason I bring him into the fold because the emotions that he let out after the game. I was behind the bench after the game, just ready to take some pictures and videos and whatnot. And I mean, he was high-fiving the players up and down the bench. Every coaching staff just going up and down. Like for him and for you as a fan, obviously, like you live and die with these guys, what they do. So I think a lot of people feel how Adam does when it comes to this basketball team, how much you needed this because you needed some validation. You needed to be able to tell Kentucky fans or other national media members that said, this isn't going to work. Who, by the way, didn't do their research on Arkansas, and they just saw, like, the year before how bad Arkansas was under Muss. And it's like, this is a storied program. I mean, Florida, I guess, can make a debate that it might be the second best program in this, but you're a top three, no question, no debate, a top three program in this league. That's undeniable. And now you're back where you belong. Fourth time, think about this. Fourth time, Chuck said on the air, fourth time in the last 5 years, Matt and Colton, that you've been to a Sweet 16. Now, I realize that Coach Richardson brought a few teams to the Final Four, a couple national championships, but this run right now, and I know it's 3 years of Muss and 1 year of Cal, it's been a good 5 years for Arkansas basketball with the exception of last season.
Well, we know Coach Cal can recruit athletes, and he gets a collection of athletes, and he teaches them how to become basketball players because how did this team start 0-5? You're telling me the way this team's playing right now started 0-5. You know, to finish for a tie for 9th place in the SEC and then doing this, it's like, hey, it's trust the process. Coach Cal knows what he's doing. He's getting the athletes. He gets them to buy in. He gets them to come together. And I don't know, what do you like? Hey, would you take 9th place in the SEC on a regular season if you knew you were going to make a Sweet 16 run, or would you want to have a chance to finish and get a double bye in the SEC tournament where you're going to finish in the top 4, you know, and then not make the Sweet 16?
I'll take the first one, Matt. And I always say that. I was like, regular season.
Because that's what it matters, right? It matters about the tournament.
Yep. John Calipari had a team back in 2014 that had Julius Randle, the Harrison twins, and a few other guys, and ended up beating Wichita State, I want to say in the round of 32, on their way to a national championship game. I don't know if this is kind of necessarily in that mold, but that team was up and down. Actually lost to Arkansas twice that season. Combat Bobby Portis went in there to rub, and then that won the game with Qualls at Budwalder Arena. But that's what you're hoping for because, as Cal has said many times, we're not done playing. We're not done playing. All right, guys. You got anything else, Colton, you want to add as we wrap up here on today's show? Anything else that we missed out?
Man, just how exciting it's been to be a Razorback fan those last 5 years. Hog ball is back, and it's as good as it's ever been, and this state loves it some basketball. So when the Razorbacks are good, I think somebody mentioned it, hey, this state needed the win. So that's what I'm feeling like right now. Big one.
All right, yeah, it was a massive, massive win. We really appreciate the Stadium Shop on Razorback, who's been our Hog Reaction sponsor, not just for football, but of course basketball as well. Robert, Elizabeth, Matthew, they can help you out with everything you need at the Stadium Shop on Razorback. The number one place to shop for Razorback here in all of Arkansas, and also our live coverage been brought to you by the Crane Automotive Team. They've been a big help to us getting here to Providence and being able to stay on site. You can check them out online for over 5,000 vehicles across the state at craneteam.com. Guys, that's going to do it for us here on Hog Reaction. You're going to have a lot more to get to on Monday. Chuck and Bo started at 6, all the way up to Ruskin and Zach, kicking it or ending it at 7 o'clock. So for Matt Jones and Colt Little, I'm Ty Richardson signing off for Providence for final time. Hogs head to San Francisco next Thursday. We'll talk to y'all next week.
The Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville. We're live in Providence.